So let's start with some argument about software architecture. And as you can see, a lot of definitions or characterizations pop up. The first one is from a book on UML. So where it says software architecture is the highest level of concept of a system in its environment. The other three bullet points are the quotations from famous people in the software engineering and architecture world. The second one is from Ralph Johnson, one of the original authors of the design patterns book with Erich Gamma, John Flicidis, and Richard Helm. So, and he was saying, architecture is about the decisions that you wish you could get right early on, the most fundamental things in the software systems, not all the details. From Grady Booch is the third bullet point. Architecture is both design and implementation. So he includes coding into the responsibility of architecture, but he focuses both on the things that are hard and costly to change at a later point in time. So if you take a fundamental design decisions, such as using a model view controller as a fundamental architecture paradigm, that is so paramount and influences all subsequent design decisions that they are hardly and costly to change at a later point in time. So you should focus architecture on those things. And the last quotation is from Martin Fowler, who says it, like an oracle, it's all about the important stuff, whatever that is. And he means what is important in a particular system that depends on the system. In some system, it's a logical decomposition of the system into components. In another, it's the communication infrastructure. In the third, it is about data flow. So whatever important is important to the success of a system is subject of software architecture. Coming back to the debate on whether software architecture is actually necessary, and so the need of software architect, I want to come up with another quote from Brian Foote and Joe Joda, also people well known in the former UPSLA, now also ICSI world. And they once said, I like this quotation, if you think that the invest in good architecture is too expensive, try bad architecture, right? And if you follow this advice, well, you will end up in the famous big ball of mud. All the cool technologies that also have been presented at this conference and will